All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into David Richo's incredible book, The 5 Things We Cannot Change. Now, this is a book that offers a really radical path to finding genuine happiness. And it's not by trying to control every little thing in our lives, but by courageously accepting the things we actually can't. So, let's get into it. Just to give you a sense of this book's impact, check out this quote. When your highlighter literally runs out of ink because pretty much every passage is worth remembering, you just know you're holding something special, right? It's a huge testament to the wisdom packed into these pages. So this really gets to the core question Richo is asking here. We chase success, we build relationships, we try so hard to get our lives in order, but for so many of us, there's still this deep, nagging feeling of dissatisfaction. So why is that? What are we missing? Well, according to Richo, the answer is surprisingly simple. A lot of our unhappiness comes from one single exhausting activity. We're fighting this unwinnable game against reality itself. We're constantly trying to bend the world to our will to make it fit what we think it should be. And Richo frames this conflict in such a fascinating way. It's not just you against the world, no. It's your ego versus the world. See, our ego craves control, it demands certainty, and it wants everything to go its way. But as he points out, there are these fundamental facts of life that just refuse to play by the ego's rules. Okay, so if fighting reality is the problem, what's the solution? Richo introduces this really powerful idea he calls the unconditional yes. And no, this isn't about giving up. It's about looking life right in the eye, all its sharp edges, all its unpredictable turns, and choosing to say yes to what is. It's about facing reality head-on, without needing a pillow to soften the landing. And this is so crucial to get. Saying yes is not passive resignation. It's not just rolling over. Richo, borrowing from Carl Jung, calls it a courageous alignment with reality. It's like, think of a sailor. They don't fight the wind, right? They adjust the sails to work with it. It's an act of incredible strength, not weakness. Just think about it for a second. Our usual response when something happens that we don't like is to try to control it, to refuse it, to get anxious, to complain. We get all tense and rigid. The unconditional yes approach, on the other hand, it fosters the complete opposite. Serenity, flexibility, and a real openness to whatever comes our way. You go from being an opponent of life to, well, a partner with it. So what exactly are these unavoidable, uncontrollable realities that we have to say yes to? Well, Richo boils it all down to this simple but incredibly powerful framework of 5 core truths. He calls them the givens of our existence. Okay, let's just lay them out there. These are the 5 immutable facts of life we're talking about. Number 1, everything changes and eventually ends. 2, things do not always go according to plan. 3, life is not always fair. 4, pain is a part of life. And 5, people are not loving and loyal all the time. These are the givens that our ego is constantly at war with. Now, I know reading that list, it can sound pretty bleak, right? A little dreadful, even. You're probably thinking, how on earth can accepting these harsh realities lead to anything but misery? Well, the answer lies in this beautiful and really powerful reframing of the whole situation. And this right here is the absolute heart of Richo's entire philosophy. He argues that the moment we stop fighting a given, the moment we truly say yes to it, that very same given transforms into a gift. The obstacle literally becomes the path. The challenge becomes the source of our greatest strength. When you really think about it, it makes perfect sense. You don't grow courage in a world that's perfectly safe and easy. You don't develop compassion in a world where there's no pain. You don't learn what forgiveness is if no one ever hurts you. These tough givens, they're the raw ingredients that actually forge our character, deepen our understanding, and expand our hearts. So let's take a concrete example. The given that life isn't always fair. Our ego's first impulse? Retribution. We want to get even. We want to punish. But when we say yes to the simple reality of unfairness, we suddenly open up a completely different path. We can choose restoration. Instead of wanting to punish, we can actually work toward healing. Instead of just getting even, we can seek redemption. And that is how a painful given becomes a gift of profound growth. And Rich is really clear on this, saying yes isn't some one-and-done decision you make. Oh no, it's a practice. It's like a muscle you have to build over time. And he gives us some really concrete tools to move these ideas off the page and into our actual daily lives. And he gives us this wonderful, super practical exercise you can do right now. Okay, so next time you're facing a challenge, just hold out both of your hands, palms up. In one hand, I want you to mentally place the difficult reality, the thing you cannot change, like, say, losing a job. That's your serene acceptance. Now, on the other hand, you place your power to respond. Your plan to update your resume, to call your friends, to start searching, that's your courageous action. By holding both at once, you find that perfect balance between accepting what is and still doing what you can. And what's incredible is that over time, this practice of saying yes can lead to this just radical transformation of your heart. And this beautiful poem from the Buddhist teacher Shantideva, I think it captures that shift just perfectly. Instead of wishing hell on people who hurt us, we can actually develop a compassion that wishes for their healing, for their own transformation from bringing hurt to bringing beauty. So really, the biggest takeaway is this. The 5 givens, they aren't walls blocking your path. They're actually doors. They are invitations to develop patience, forgiveness, wisdom, and so much more. Your yes is the key. And so the real question the book leaves us with is, which doors are you going to choose to open? Thanks for watching The Explainer. Hey, if you got something out of this, a like and a subscribe would be amazing. We'll see you next time.